Bright lights blaze across the sleek cable news studio. The audience is a restless ocean of murmurs and camera flashes. On stage, two podiums face each other like gladiator gates. Asterisk Representative Jasmine Crockett stands tall behind hers, navy suit crisp, expression calm but eyes sharp as blades. Across from her, Donald Trump leans forward, both hands gripping the sides of his podium. He tries to wear his trademark grin, but there's a tightness in his jaw. Asterisk the moderator, an even-voiced anchor in a gray suit, flips through their cards, stealing glances at the clock above the cameras. Asterisk Congresswoman Crockett, your closing statement. The moderator says, voice echoing in the tense room. Asterisk Jasmine's lips curl just slightly, enough for the audience to sense something's coming. She glances at Trump, then at the camera, millions of eyes on her now. Asterisk America deserves honesty. She begins, her voice steady but carrying an electric undertone. Real honesty. We've spent years listening to the same old slogans, the same conspiracies, the same fear-mongering. But tonight, let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about honesty. Mr. Trump. Asterisk Trump shifts, forces out a short laugh that dies in his throat when Jasmine doesn't look away. She leans forward, her fingertips brushing the edge of her podium. Asterisk maybe. You'd like to explain, she says, words slicing through the hush of the audience. What your wife has been doing behind closed doors while you sell lies to the American people. Asterisk a collective gasp rises, a sharp, living sound that fills the studio, then turns into murmurs and a ripple of camera clicks. Asterisk Trump's eyes dart to the moderator, then to the audience, then back to Jasmine. The grin is gone now, just his teeth showing, clenched. Asterisk he raises a hand to speak, but no words come out. Jasmine doesn't flinch. She taps the folder resting on her podium, a single word stamped across it in block letters. Confidential. Asterisk somewhere backstage. A producer mouths, "Oh my God," as the camera zooms in on Trump's paling face. Asterisk the silence is deafening. Trump's hand slams down on the edge of the podium, making the microphone crackle. His face flushes an angry shade of red as he points a trembling finger at Jasmine. Asterisk fake news. Total fake. You're a liar, a liar. He spits, voice cracking under the weight of his panic. Asterisk the audience shifts, some leaning forward in stunned silence, others murmuring to each other. Phones out, recording every second. Asterisk Jasmine doesn't blink. She lifts the folder for everyone to see, the bold confidential label catching the studio lights. Slowly, deliberately, she opens it and fans out a set of documents, wire transfers, signed checks, grainy photocopies of emails. The camera crew zooms in, catching glimpses of Melania's name on more than one page. Asterisk I have the receipts. Jasmine says, voice calm but ringing clear. Offshore accounts, private deals, fake charities. That so-called Be Best initiative your wife loves so much. Turns out it's been funneling hush money for years. Buying silence you thought you could keep buried forever. Asterisk Trump's mouth opens and closes like a fish gasping for air. He tries to interrupt, but only a strangled grunt comes out. He pounds the podium again. Asterisk lies. You'll be sued for this. You'll pay for this. He shouts, voice booming but unsteady. Asterisk Jasmine doesn't look at him. She looks directly into the camera lens instead, as if she's speaking straight to every living room in America. Asterisk you want to sue me, she says, lifting her chin a fraction. Bring it on, because I've got witnesses, bank records, and people, real people, who were paid to stay quiet. You think your lawyers can bury this? Good luck. Asterisk a gasp ripples through the audience. Then a wave of wild cheers mixed with boos. Some people are on their feet, shouting, phones pointed like weapons at the stage. Asterisk Trump leans over his podium, shoulders heaving, eyes darting around the studio like he's looking for an escape route. Asterisk Jasmine calmly slips the folder shut, places it under her arm, and waits, her expression one of quiet satisfaction as the chaos erupts around them. The heavy studio door swings open with a loud thud as Trump barrels through, nearly knocking over a frazzled intern holding a clipboard. The backstage hallway is a blur of wires, stagehands, and blinking equipment lights, but all Trump sees is Red, asterisk he yanks at his tie, loosening it like it's choking him. His phone is already at his ear, knuckles white around it. Asterisk Rudy, get Rudy on the goddamn phone. Now, he barks at an aide jogging behind him, who's frantically tapping at another phone. Asterisk Trump paces in tight circles, shoes squeaking on the polished floor. He glances over his shoulder at a wall-mounted monitor showing Jasmine still on stage. Surrounded by flashing cameras, he can see her smiling, waving that folder in the air like a trophy. His eyes narrow, asterisk find dirt on her. He snarls into the phone, voice hoarse with rage. Anything, traffic tickets, ex-boyfriends, unpaid bills. I don't care. We bury her tonight. Asterisk a junior aide tries to hand him a bottle of water. Trump knocks it aside. It clatters across the floor, leaking in a sad little trail. Asterisk sir, please, the press is waiting outside. The aide stammers. Asterisk Trump spins around, veins pulsing in his neck. Asterisk to hell with the press. Get me my lawyer. Tell Melania to answer her damn phone. She better fix this. His voice cracks on the last word. Asterisk he pulls the phone from his ear and hurls it at the wall. It hits with a dull smack, screen spider webbing before dropping to the floor in pieces. Asterisk for a heartbeat. The hallway goes silent except for Trump's ragged breathing. A sound guy peeks out from behind a stack of cases, eyes wide. Asterisk Trump runs a hand through his hair, trying to smooth it back into place, but it just sticks up at odd angles. He straightens his jacket with jerky movements, then glares at his aides, like they're to blame for the whole world unraveling around him. Asterisk fix this, he spits out. Do you hear me? Fix this, or you're all fired. Asterisk he storms off toward a side door, muttering curses under his breath, leaving behind the smashed phone and a trail of stunned silence. A wall of TV screens flickers in the buzzing newsroom, each tuned to a different network replaying the same explosive clip on a loop. Jasmine Crockett standing tall under the studio lights, waving the folder in the air while Trump sputters behind his podium. News tickers scroll frantic headlines beneath her frozen image. Crockett drops bombshell. Melania involved in hush money. Trump meltdown on Live TV. Asterisk producers and reporters swarm the floor like bees in a kicked hive, shouting over ringing phones and the hum of cameras. One anchor sits at a sleek glass desk, earpiece pressed tight, voice calm but eyes alive with the thrill of breaking scandal. Asterisk tonight. Representative Jasmine Crockett's explosive allegations have ignited a political firestorm, the anchor says. Half turned to watch a monitor showing shaky cell phone footage of Trump's backstage tantrum. Questions swirl around the former First Lady's charity and hidden offshore accounts, raising new doubts about the Trump family's finances just months before the election. Asterisk in a quiet corner away from the swirl of chaos, Jasmine sits at a wide conference table, her blazer draped over the back of her chair. A single lamp glows beside stacks of folders, thicker now, with sticky notes and paper clips jutting out at angles. She scrolls through her phone, unread messages lighting up the screen faster than she can open them. We've got your back. Keep going. Don't stop now. Asterisk a young staffer slips into the room, out of breath, holding a fresh envelope. Jasmine looks up, arches an eyebrow. Asterisk this just came in. More bank statements. And, well, there's more. A whistleblower's lawyer wants to talk. They say they have emails. Asterisk Jasmine takes the envelope, fingers drumming on the table for a moment, before she peels it open. She scans the first page, eyes narrowing just slightly, then looks at her reflection in the dark window. The skyline behind her is a maze of glittering city lights. Asterisk somewhere on a muted TV in the hallway, Trump's face appears again, wild-eyed, lips pulled tight as he tries to shout over reporters. Asterisk Jasmine smiles to herself, not gloating, not cocky, just a quiet flicker of satisfaction. She pushes her phone aside, flips open a legal pad, and starts jotting down questions. Asterisk she glances up at the staffer still hovering by the door. Asterisk tell them to get ready, she says, tapping her pen once on the table. We're not done yet. Not even close. Asterisk outside the glass wall. Cameras flash like distant lightning as the newsroom hums louder. The first rumble of a storm that's only just begun.